Welcome viewers. Never be fixed, Princess Kate turns on Harry over Prince William feud. The Princess of Wales is thought to be over Prince Harry and has given up the position for which she was once recognized. Basically, for as long as the British monarchy has been, there have been women working behind the scenes to clean up some royal disasters. Sometimes they were queens, at times they were princesses, and sometimes they were duchesses. They were responsible not only for keeping their husbands happy and bearing children, but also for calming tempers and trying to smooth things over with the continent as a whole. Consider Queen Philippa, the wife of Edward III, who persuaded her husband not to slaughter a large number of people after the 100 Years' War. What about Margaret of Anjou, who married Henry VI to aid England and France negotiate a peace treaty? That is a tradition that Catherine the Princess of Wales has completed more than 500 years later. For years, we've heard that Catherine is the peacemaker in the often ugly transatlantic feud between brothers that has damaged Harry and William's relationship. This is one of the few that has dominated the pages, but Catherine appears to have decided to move on with her life and ended her role as peacemaker. Jenny Bond, the BBC's royal correspondent for 14 years, has provided us with this information. According to an interview with OK magazine, Jenny Bond reported that Catherine has concluded that the relationship cannot be saved, at least for the time being. So it appears that Harry and Meghan and their non-existent children will not be invited to the Wales home anytime soon, despite Catherine's efforts to repair the connection over the past 2 years. Consider what happened in April of 2021, barely a month before Harry and Meghan sat for a lengthy interview with Oprah, during which they spilled the royal dirt, knowing full well that 99-year-old Prince Philip had been in the hospital for weeks and things were not looking good. But that wasn't enough to convince them to halt their all-out assault. On April 9, Harry's grandpa, Prince Philip, died, and he quickly returned to the UK for the burial on April 17. Meghan was allegedly pregnant at the time, and there were still severe COVID travel restrictions, so she remained in the United States. Allegations regarding an unborn baby's skin color, unintentional bigotry, and allegedly Meghan's callous disdain for her mental health continue to reverberate. The big question of the day was how Harry's family would treat him at his funeral. Was he going to be viewed as a pariah, or would he be ignored? Of course, Catherine stepped in to save the day, as she was the first member of the family to speak to Harry after the service, in full view of the media. After a few moments of what we can only guess was polite chit-chat, William joined in, and Catherine exited, allowing the brothers to talk to each other alone. If we didn't already know, that's when we discovered Catherine could be quite the diplomat, and now we know thanks to Harry's book Spare that what followed that same day was some outdoor yelling with William and King Charles, begging the two of them, "Please boys, don't make my final years in misery." Catherine tried, but it doesn't appear like she was successful, and this will be something to think about for years. Catherine and Harry were inseparably close, as in thick as thieves. You could tell their connection was genuine since they shared inside jokes and enjoyed spending time together. And in the years since, we've seen essentially the same thing happen. According to speculations, Catherine was working behind the scenes to bring William and Harry back together for reconciliation. As Bond has stated, when you come from a happy united family like Catherine's, it's difficult to see how individuals may become estranged. I believe Catherine believed the gap could be repaired. But that was before the Harry and Meghan docu-series, which showed William as a petty bully who felt threatened by Meghan and Harry's popularity, and they painted Catherine as a snooty, cold, unfeeling type of person who wouldn't let Meghan borrow her lip gloss. A lot has transpired since that Oprah interview. Last month, royal biographer Tom Quinn, author of Golden Youth, An Intimate History of Growing Up in the Royal Family, told the Daily Express in the United Kingdom. When Harry and Meghan were in England, I interviewed people who worked for them. I also spoke with folks who worked for Kate and William, and they believe there is a lot more animosity than there is publicly. William and Kate are particularly enraged by the allegation that William physically abused Harry. So now we're in the after period, and according to Bond, it won't result in Catherine trying to persuade William and Harry to sort things out. There comes a time when you just have to accept that happy families aren't a game that everyone can play, she said. Catherine has been hurt and offended by words spoken by Harry and Meghan, but she and William are a very powerful team, and I assume that they've come to the conclusion that the breach with Harry cannot be repaired in the near future. They've opted to ignore that possibility and move on with their lives. This truly provides us a new perspective on who Catherine is as a person. At times, she appears to be that and loyal supportive wife, and that is the part that she plays, but there is a lot of power behind that. While Catherine is an excellent support system for her husband, she also has opinions, thoughts, and feelings of her own, which she is not hesitant to express. And, come to think of it, this isn't even the first time we've learned of Catherine's other side. When the new edition of Valentine Lowe's book Courtiers was released in July, it was discovered that Catherine was instrumental in ensuring that there was some strangeness to Buckingham Palace's official response to Meghan and Harry's Oprah appearance. And you, what do you think about Harry and Meghan? Please let me know below in the comments section. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel to get more videos in the future. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll be back to see you in the next videos.